Hi guys, I know it's been 9 whole months since I posted here. You thought I abandoned this channel? Honestly, I thought so too. But I haven't just been offline, I've been fighting for my life. Adulthood grabbed me by the wig and said, "Where do you think you're going?" From work stress to self doubt to crying over vibe that didn't vibe back. I've been through it. But I'm back now and I brought a story. Not just any story, a story of a woman who inspires me every single time I feel like crying in the rain. She was strong, she was bold, and low-key, her life was kind of romantic if you read between the lines. You know that auntie every Nigerian family has? That one that doesn't need to shout. She just gives you one look and your brain resets. That auntie that will call out your nonsense and still pack you jollof rice on your way home. Yeah. Now imagine that auntie, but with Oxford education, hot activist blood, mobilizing 20,000 women, dragging kings, and raising a whole Fela Kuti like it's nothing. That's Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti. And babe, she was a whole mood. A woman whose name made government officials adjust their agbada in fear. But don't get it twisted. She wasn't born with all that fire. She chose it. Born in the 1900s when girls were told, just marry and don't stress your head. But she packed her bag, entered ship, not plane, no, entered ship and went to England to study. While people were still writing WAEC with candlelight, she was sipping tea with biscuits and revolution in her hand. When she came back and they called her Francis, she'd be like, "Please, I am Funmilayo now. Respect my Yoruba." The first woman in Nigeria to drive a car. Not for vibes, not for pictures, because she said, "I know they wait for anybody." And in the middle of all her feminist fire, she still had a little sweetheart moment. She married a teacher, a man who supported her activism, and yes, Mr. Kuti wasn't intimidated. He was organizing with her. Let's normalize romantic partnership where both people are busy shaking system and not shaking yash. But Nigeria was still doing anyhow, as expected now, even up till now. She looked around and asked, "So women are paying tax for what? To suffer in peace? So kings are collecting colonial bribes while market women are sweating under the sun?" She tied her wrapper tighter and said, "Let's fix it." She didn't sit behind a desk tweeting trends. She built a movement, the Abeokuta Women Union. This wasn't just meetings and biscuits. This was 20,000 plus women in full wrappers and warrior mood, marching barefooted, singing protest songs that could melt steel, blocking colonial offices, camping at the palace. We know they go. And yes, they made a whole king, the Alake of Abeokuta, resign. Let me say that again. A whole king said, "I am sorry, ma. I will step down." When last did you hear of any protest that make a king resign? But let's not lie, the backlash, it was real. They said she was too loud, too feminist, too educated, too much. The system didn't know what to do with a woman who refuses to shrink. Colonial officers blacklisted her. Nigeria leaders side-eyed her. Even some women said, "Auntie, please rest small." But did she rest? Never. By day, she rallied women. By night, she wrote speeches by lantern light. Still teaching, still explaining marryism over rice and stew. Then, come 1977, her son Fela was now the military biggest headache. So what did they do? They sent over 1,000 soldiers to raid his home, Kalakuta Republic. They came like storm, they beat people, burned the house, destroyed everything. And Mama Funmilayo, 76 years old, she was there. She didn't run, she didn't hide. She stood, one woman, one rapper, one steel spine. And how did they repay her? They threw her from the second story window. Let that sink in. The lioness of Nigeria, thrown like a furniture by our own country army. She never recovered. Her body broke. Few months later, she passed. But if we are being honest, Nigeria killed her the day it stopped protecting the truth tellers, the day it saw a woman like her and chose violence over honor. But guess what? You can't bury a woman like Funmilayo. She raised Fela. She raised a nation of women who know their power. She didn't change laws. She cracked the system open. She didn't resist injustice. She made injustice fear her name. So the next time life tries to drag you, remember this: one woman, one voice, one rapper can change a whole nation. And if Funmilayo Ransome-Kuti could do all that in a time, then I beg, I can do anything. I can speak my truth. I can start that dream. And I can take up space. Guys, stop hiding from your own greatness. You are not just a woman. You are strength. You are legacy. You are fire wrapped in skin and purpose. And I mean, nothing can stop you unless you allow it. You can be anything, do anything, build anything. Because women like Funmilayo didn't just walk so we could run. She cleared the road. So go, take your place. And when you do it loud, do it proud, do it like you're carrying thousands of women behind you. Because honestly, you are. So if this story moved you, if you felt even a spark of a fire, then don't let it end here. Subscribe to this channel. Let's tell more stories like this. Stories they never taught us in school. Comment and share with somebody who needs to hear about the lioness of Abeokuta, because our voice lives on, and so should our story. Thank you very much for listening. I hope to see you soon. Bye.